Hey everybody, Uzu here. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Another episode of the Tales of Symphonia Let's Play. Alright, so I tried to record this once already. The audio didn't come through properly. Let's see how everything works out today. Alright, so last episode, as you saw, or if you didn't see, this is the recap. Alright, so last episode, we made it all. Alright, so we made it through the human farm. Seeing Dirk, which is Lloyd's adopted father, and then fighting the boss, Ex-Bula. And for those of you who don't know, Ex-Bula is the old lady that Genus befriended in the human farm that he would visit every once in a while. And, last episode, he took Lloyd to go see. Alright, so after that fight and getting exiled from the village, that's basically where we ended off the episode. Alright, so in this episode, we're basically going to go all the way up to Trent Oasis and probably farm up a little bit. Because when I did this yesterday, it was the next boss kind of wrecked me a little bit, destroyed me to the point where I used up all my life bottles. So, in an effort to not let that happen again, we're gonna do something else. We're gonna grind a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't get too boring for you guys. All right. Without further ado, let's get started. All right. So as you can see, guys, right back to the burning village. All right. So let's get started. As I said earlier in the intro, it's the second time recording this, so this should go a little smoother than before. And if the sound cut outs for a second, it's because I'm pulling up my notes so I can actually remember if I forget certain things in certain areas. All right. So, lucky in this part, there's going to be some actual voice act roles. Lloyd and the gang are gonna actually be able to talk. New title for Lloyd right there. I mean, he wouldn't be a drifting swordsman if you guys wouldn't have exiled him. He's trying to do the right thing, even though he broke a rule or two. Alright, so if you're ever playing this game and you come across these, right? If you talk to the person, actually give them the right answer, as they're about to do, right? No drums. You get a chance to rest at the caravans. And if I remember right, you get a chance to actually buy things off of them later in the story. Could be wrong, but you definitely get to replenish your health. The most important part. All right. Back onto the field. All right, make sure I'm actually going the right way because I got turned around yesterday. All right. There's also a lot of tutorials in this area since it's your first time actually going off outside of the village area. So yeah, you get to learn about X gems here. Alright. So next gem, EX skills. Select the EX skill from the menu. Select the character to set it to. If this was one of the later games in the series, you'd actually be doing it on the menu as it was explaining it. I don't mind it either way. I just wish I remembered the loadout that I used back in the day for my specific skills. I had Lloyd set up in a certain way. But oh well, gets to relearn everything. Alright, so each character has 4 EX slots. You select the slots, set a gem, then you display the skills. Alright, you press A, set the slot and gem in the slot. And setting an EX gem will not produce EX skills effects. EX skills do not take effect until you choose and confirm the EX skill you wish to use. Straightforward. Alright, EX skills. And change as many times as you like. And try to avoid situation in your preference. Alright, so there's 2 types of EX skills, the strike type and the technical type. S type and T type for short. Depending on which type you have equipped, the move the characters learn will grow. As they grow, will change. Whether you raise your character as an S type or a T type is up to you. Alright, also, once you have set an EX slot. See, this is the part though that I remembered about yesterday. Because, they kept saying that you could. In the earlier part, they said that you could switch them out. And I mean, switch out the skills over and over, blah, blah, blah. But, though you can switch the skill out, if you switch the gem out, it gets destroyed in the process. So, this is what happens. You can't take the gem out of its slot, but you can replace the gem in the slot with a different gem. And if you do that, the original gem gets destroyed. As it says right here, once you have set an EX gem in a slot, it cannot be removed, as I said. But you can set a new EX gem in the same slot in place of it. Doing that, will destroy the old gem. See right there. Be aware that when setting a new EX gem, the old gem is lost. And the skill granted to the old gem will disappear. And this is where we get into the good stuff. So equipping multiple EX gems may result in compound EX skills, right? The compound EX skills are a more powerful version of just EX skills. Alright, that was a quick little tutorial. Let's not go back that way, because that's how I got turned around yesterday. Alright. So this is where we need to go. House of Salvation. Oh, he came out of nowhere. Kind of upset. I keep trying to use Sword Rain that I used yesterday, but I haven't learned it yet in this video. Alright, coming up in here. And here comes another tutorial section. Alright, when moving across the field map in long range mode, the camera pulls back further than normal, allowing you to see wider areas while moving. In addition, during long range mode, the enemy's indicators will not move when the player is not moving. However, you will not be able to notice dropped items on the field in long range mode. So basically, you get a bigger field of view. You know, you won't be able to tell if the enemies are moving when you're not moving. And you can't pick up items. So I guess use it if you need to see something further in the distance. But I guess it's not really that necessary. Alright, switch between the different modes depending on whether you want to focus on movement or exploration. So see, just like I said, you want to see something further in the distance, pop it open, get to see the stuff. If not, just stay in the normal field of view. You can use or cancel long range mode by pressing X. Which would be square on the PlayStation controller. I don't know what it would be on the keyboard. Alright, so the guideposts. You cannot use long range mode until you find the guidepost monuments located somewhere on the field. Alright, please note that long range mode will not be available if you enter an area where you have not found the monument, basically. Alright. So there's long range mode on that. It's something I don't really plan on using. Alright, so inside the House of Salvation, there's really nothing that you need to worry about. On the top floor, there is an inn and a save point. Alright, I guess it's not an inn. Oh, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. 100 gil. Even better. Alright. Then you got the skits. Alright, let's get going. Yep, into the desert we go. That way. How much skill? Oh, crap. That's a lot more than I had on the other video. Yes. Learned it a lot earlier.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Alright, so for those of you who don't know, last the last time I recorded this, I wanted to make it a little more special, right? So, I finally got something that would allow my Elgato capture card to actually let me record stuff on my PS3, right? So I was gonna, actually start recording stuff while playing on the PS3 with Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. So that way, when I finish this Let's Play, I can jump straight into Tales of Symphonia 2, which I know isn't like everyone's favorite game, but it's an RPG and it's a Tales game. I can't really complain about it. So, uh, I don't know. I guess there was something wrong with my video editing software. I got it fixed. But there's nothing I could really do about the video itself because that one, regardless of what I did, the audio itself just wouldn't work on that video. So, we'll just work around it as is. So, the next video that I do for this, I'll make sure that it actually works the way it's supposed to. Because I mean, it's not like I'm recording straight from the PS3 using like Elgato Capture or anything like that. It's literally getting processed through my graphics card. That's basically it, So just keep in mind for next time that if you actually see like little icons popping up, like press X, and it's like the PlayStation controller X, that's why. And I mostly wanted to do it that way because I realized that I have a ton of games, RPG wise, that I want to go through with you guys. And a lot of those are different Tales of games. They're just sitting there that I haven't touched. And I don't want to rebuy on Steam. So there's also that. Oh, and I also last recording, I also had in the process of starting like a question of the day thing with you guys. All you have to do is leave your answer down in the comments below. And as soon as we get to the area after this, I'll ask it. I'll even answer it myself. You need to stop being greedy. I just bought you some clothes. Another Colette size hole. Let me equip this stuff before I forget. Do I really want that much? Yeah. I forgot that I need 100 gold or something here in a bit. Alright, so 2 weapons for Colette. And some armor for Lloyd. Boom. I like this guy already. Sorry if I'm rushing through stuff. I'm not trying to, but it's that whole mentality. Hey, I did this already. Let me run through it. I'll try and slow it down for you guys. Alright, so one of the things that happens in just about every Tales of game, if your character ends up being on the run or anything like that, right, is the wanted poster. It's an ongoing little joke that they have where they always make the wanted poster look nothing like the character himself, at least in the character's eyes. And then the character just gets upset at how ugly they look in the actual wanted poster. And they get mad every time somebody's like, "Oh, it's you." It's just funny. You definitely see it a lot more in like Tales of Vesperia and other games. See right there. All right. So you don't have, when you get to this town, you don't have to do what I did, going around and just buying stuff like I did. You don't have to do that. Like the main things you want to do when you get to this town is make sure you look at the wanted poster, make sure you have at least 100 gold on you so you can proceed with the story. And if you come into the inn, you get to see one of the other stapled characters of the game, which is right here. Wonder Chef. He's always a good person to find when you're out and about in the world. He gives you different recipes so you can cook after the fights that you do. And he always gives you ingredients so you can make at least one of the meals that he sets you. Like this meal is a cabbage roll. And he shows up in just about every one of the games. I'm gonna set another save. All right. So these guys over here, right? They're called cats. Katz. They show up in just about every. I don't want to say all, just about every. And they have a counterpart in other games like Tales of Symphonia. I mean, not Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Berseria. And if I remember right, I think Zisteria as well. and those are called the turtles. They if you play the English versions of the games, they are little people in turtle costumes, and they talk with a Jersey accent. It's literally like one of the funniest things ever. All right, so continuing on with the story, let's go over here. If you have money, this is a food vendor right here. You can get your ingredients. As I said, I need 100 gil to be left over. If I need more ingredients, I will just go buy some later. All right, so right here. This is how you proceed with the story. You come up to the fortune teller. This is why you need the 100 gold. Because unless you can sell something, if you don't have any gold when you get here, unless you can sell something, you're not going to be able to proceed with the story. You're going to be stuck in town. It's going to get annoying. Because you might have to reset the game at that point. Alright, now that that's out of the way, get ready for some fights. I'm getting this out the way now so I don't have to use any items during the fight. Alright, let's go. Still negative gold. Come on. I still can't get over how weird they walk, like they have something stuck up their you know. Alright, here's the base. These people think they're actually going to execute Lloyd. I feel bad for him. Okay, you can't tell me those guys don't walk like they have something up their ass. You know, they're all stiff. Who walks like that? Oh, how convenient. He gets thrown in jail and oops. Oops. Gets thrown in jail and the only thing he has is his sorcerer's ring. And of course, just like every Tales of game where you get thrown into prison, your equipment is behind the warden's chair. Alright, let's head up to save point.
This is gonna be a piece of cake. Demon bang! Up.
Alright, time to do some puzzling. Alright, can I move now, please? Thank you. Oh, you broke my guard. Memory jump. Yep. Come down here real quick. Hit that chest. Buy some medicines if I need it. Don't need it. Wait, does this sell life bottles? Yes, it does. 300 though. Alright. Do I have life bottles? Yes, I have 6. Awesome. Alright, let's get some farming going. This next part's gonna go by easy. Eloy degrees.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with. Right, let's. No way! No way! Am I?
Alright. Memory gem goes right there. Get that save point. Alright, so that's the way back. This leads to another room, as does this one. Let me consult my notes real quick. Alright, so yep, got everything up to there. Right there. Alright, so PE first. Then we shoot you. Door unlocked. Grab this. Double checking. There's a door right there that we can't go through. Go through it the next time we come through. Alright, so next we hit this. Damn it.
No way! Thanks.
It's supposed to be a door that I go through to get some money. I guess I'm not doing that. No, time to go straight to the control room. Good thing I saved. Straight to the boss fight.
Just who the hell are you?
Time for some key blasts.
Give me your name. Give you mine.
They have got. I'm afraid I don't see the need to introduce myself to a miserable little creature like you.
What a coincidence. Because I don't see a need to introduce myself either to a moron who doesn't realize how pathetic.
Oh Lord.
Why, you little.
Wait. See the resemblance.
Steve report Chosen's created the facility.
Good to finally have some voice acting.
You're the Decian that attacked Acelia.
So you're
Hold up. Ruined if he's.
what of the Chosen?
I'll leave that to you.
Understood.
Boy, next time we meet, just you wait.
That's creepy.
Looks fun.
You guys all came for me?
Get ready.
For a real fight.
Don't overdo it. First aid. Don't overdo it. First aid.
You know what? You little asshole, you're pissing me off.
Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Overdo it. First aid. Don't overdo it. Even better.
Sonic?
Don't overdo it. Don't do it. First aid. Don't overdo it. First aid. Don't overdo it. First aid. Sonic. Underestimate.
Isn't this a... Oh, Linus told me what happened. I apologize for the trouble he's...
I'm the one that.
Save the chit-chat for later. Shouldn't stay here long.
You're right. And the escape route just now. Go.
Alright. Got through that. Get back to town. Finish up a few cutscenes and then be done for the day. Rain, the archaeological hoarder. Said the wrong thing, Lloyd. All right, let's go talk to Rain now.
Professor, still awake.
More voice acted cutscenes. Yay!
Yes, been organizing the data we've monsters. And what are you doing up at this?
Fixing your key crest.
Thank you, but you mustn't overexert yourself. It's going to be a long journey after all. I don't mind if it takes.
You saying that it's okay for Genus and me to come along on this journey?
Wasn't that your intent from the beginning? Stop pretending.
Oh yeah, I fixed the key crest. Here, take it.
See, no, that's the one thing that Rain had said in this whole game that's always stayed with me. You can't change things that you've done, but you can change yourself and change the world around you. Rain. Shit's deep. Jeez, those mad eyes.
Lloyd.
All right. Last cutscene of the day. This is where we call it quits for the day. Well, I really hope you guys are enjoying this Let's Play. Yeah, I just realized that I forgot to, do the question of the day. I'll do one real quick. All right, so my question is, if you've played or haven't played any Tales of Symphonia Tales of games in the past, I'm gonna shoot a little easy one at you. So if you played any of the games before, if you've seen any of the OVAs, if you've seen, the movies like Tales of Vesperia, First Strike, things like that. Who's your favorite characters in any of those games, movies, OVAs? Leave one down below. And if they had a signature move, a certain art, something like that they used, leave that down below too. So, like for me, my favorite characters, right? So, but I have two off the bat that I can remember. So there's Yuri Lowell, right? His one of many signature moves is Azure Edge, which he can if he uses it enough, he can morph it into different attacks. So his signature is Azure Edge, like I said, and the signature move that he does based off of Azure Edge that I like the most is Azure Wolf. And the other character is Velvet Crow from Berseria, and I like her follow dance, just because it looks cool. But yeah, let me know down below, favorite character, favorite signature move, things like that. Leave it down in the comments. All right, guys. My name has been Kuzu. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. See you next Wednesday. Peace.